Richard Twiss, and I'm the Chief of Police for the City of Indio. I grew up in a family of public servants. My mom retired from public service. Both my sisters are teachers. My dad was a brewery worker, but served in Korea and served in the Marine Corps. So it was all around me growing up to be involved in the community, to give back. And so I've been involved in public service since I was about 14 years old. I started out as a fire explorer in my hometown, and then at 18 joined the Marine Corps, and then after my time in the Marine Corps, became a police officer. And so it's just something that's kind of ingrained in me, and that's how my wife and I have raised our sons as well. Early on, we used to adopt families at the Indio Police Department, and our Indio Police Officers Association would work with the Indio Firefighters Association, and we would go out on Christmas Eve, and the families would get together leading up to Christmas Eve and collect gifts and other items, and then wrap them, and then we would go out on the antique fire truck and deliver them. And my oldest son still remembers that. Each year we coordinate the food distribution for the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving morning. Now we do a lot of work just with various entities through Rotary. I'm a Rotarian, and we volunteer different community service events there and do it as a family, almost like a succession plan. You do it, you expose your children to it, they see the value in doing that, and then as they grow older, they will continue paying that forward. We're going to roll out 2 restorative justice programs that we've been, at the council meeting, that we've been working on. It's going to be the first of its kind in this county, or we've called it CORP, Community Outreach Resource Program, and it's going to be specifically to find long-term solutions for our homeless population. Like I said, with our community outreach program, if not now, then when? And if not us, then who is going to do this, is going to take this step? 27 years, you see a lot of bad things. You see the absolute worst that people can do to each other, and you see the best that people can do to each other. So when you have the opportunity to strike that balance, to be able to have those positive interactions, it strikes that balance that you really need to have in these careers. Mm-hmm. The relationship that we've formed through our community basketball games with the Teen Center and the teens at the Teen Center, who have really formed a close bond with the police department. Well, they put together a rap song all about anti-truancy and in support of our smart policing initiative that they presented as a complete surprise to me and other staff members at a council meeting. That's the reward for the investment right there. We didn't ask them to do that. They chose to do that. That means we're getting out of the units, getting out on those basketball courts, getting out on that football field, and they're seeing the police officers that serve them in a different light. That's bridging gaps right there between the youth in our community and the police department. So why I do what I do? I have a strong faith. I have a very strong faith, and that's really what drives it. You want to be able to take something and leave it better than the way you found it. None of this happens. It's not the bars, it's not the stars, it's not the titles, it's none of that stuff that makes any of these things possible. It's the relationships that you build. And so relationships make any project or program or outreach event that we put in place, that's what makes it possible.